What's up, you guys? Sharpness Prime here, doing another movie review on Man of Steel. Like anybody cares, man. I'm over a week late reviewing this movie. Damn it, I took so long. I've been kind of sick and I've been kind of lazy. What else am I going to do? I saw the movie on Father's Day. We took my dad out to see it. We went to lunch as well, and my dad really liked the movie. My brother liked the movie. Charlita one fell asleep in the middle of the movie. I really liked the movie a lot. I have some problems with the movie, but overall I really liked the movie. If you want to hear a really cool podcast, clink the link in the description below. Yeah, I can't speak, but you know what I'm talking about. Myself, Sean Long, John 3.0, Boxing Type X, Quorum TV, Jimmy, Punk Rocker, yeah. We did a really cool podcast. It was only about an hour or so long, hour and a half I want to say. Just all of us talking about the movie and how much we liked the movie, how much we disliked the movie. And I'm going to review this. I'm going to try to get through this review pretty short because I'm sure you've seen a lot of people review this movie already. Everybody's probably seen it by now who's watching this video. So spoilers, I'm going to give spoilers. I'm going to go over the top 5 favorite things of this movie for me, and the top 5 things I disliked about this movie. So, number one thing I liked about this movie, the action. I mean, and when I say the action, I mean that badass scene at the very end of the movie where Superman and Zod are whooping the shit out of each other all over Metropolis and going at it. And you're seeing fucking Kryptonians flying through buildings like one right after another. That was the kind of action I wanted to see, man. That was hella sick. That was like the kind of action I'd seen in like the, these DC Bruce Timm movies where, they're going at it and stuff, and we've seen them in cartoons, and this is like seeing it in action was just incredible. I absolutely loved that. I thought that was fantastic. Number 2 thing for me, Superman flying. Yes. It was a big deal that Christopher Reeve really, showed that, or made everybody believe a man could fly and all that. How are you going to top that, man? Well, in a way they kind of did. I thought it was very cool the way they showed Superman flying, but the way the way he went from just jumping really high into the flying, I loved that, because Superman, originally he was written so that he could just fly, or just jump really high, kind of like the Hulk, And, in this one, they made that transition, like he gets that boost in the air and everything. I thought that was badass. Absolutely loved that part. My number 3 thing that I really loved about this movie, Krypton and Jor-el. Badass, man. I mean, seriously, I didn't expect Jor-el to kick so much ass. I thought that was incredible. I loved it. I really liked it because it showed that, Kal-el wasn't just special because he was an alien. It showed that even on Krypton he was special, aside from the Codex thing, but him just being the son of Jor-el, and Jor-el being such a badass himself, it's like, wow, this guy's like the son of a really important, kick-ass dude. Like, even on his own planet, he would have been hella sick over there, like we would assume, right? So I thought that was great. And then, number 4, dude, Ursula, aka Feora. I mean, her name is really Feora. Badass character, man. Almost liked her than, I thought as a villain, I thought she was almost a little cooler than Zod in some ways, even though I really liked Zod. But Feora was really cool. You see her do her, dash. I felt like someone from the podcast said it was like, I think it was Sean who said it, it's like the Flash. You really see her, run, zipping around all over the place. That was really cool. Kind of wish Superman did that a little bit more, but still, I mean, seeing that from Feora, that was really cool. And there's that one badass shot when she's jumping at the helicopter. Oh, I thought that was so sick. So Feora really impressed me. I didn't expect her to be as cool as she was, so that was badass. And then, the last thing was Zod. I really liked Zod a lot. I thought Zod was a great villain. I really liked that not only was he a physical match for Kal-el and everything, but I mean, he had that great line about I was born and raised to be a warrior. You were raised on a farm. Oh God, I love that. He just put him down, but he hit, and he also got him with that dream sequence. I loved that dream sequence. That was really cool. and and seeing Superman in all black and everything. I don't know. I just thought that whole thing. Anthony James mentioned how he was getting eaten by the skulls. That was hella sick. So yeah, those are the top 5 things. I may be forgetting something because I will be seeing the movie again. Of course, I saw it in 3D. Thought the 3D was okay. Not great, but okay 3D. What are you gonna do? Now the things I didn't like. This is the thing. On the podcast I was playing devil's advocate because I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but my rating was 4.5 out of 5. So the Avengers still number 1. Actually Man of Steel is not one of my top 3 favorite movies. After the Avengers, I have to say Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie, and then after that, The Dark Knight. Those are my top 3. Where this one lies, I have to spend some more time, thinking about it and watching the movie some more, because all those other movies, I've seen dozens and dozens of times. So my top 5 dislikes about the movie, until it got to the action and everything, I felt like there was way too much shaky cam. That really bothered me a lot. Especially, and then the close-up shots of random things. Now, Coram said that was because that was young Superman's senses going off, but I don't think he was there for those shots. Like, we see a coffee pot, or just some clothes on a hanger, just some weird random close-ups of things. I didn't like that. That irritated me. The shaky cam, there's a part, I don't know, it seemed like the camera followed people doing things like John Kent putting newspapers down or something. The camera follows the newspapers and follows it. I hate that shit, man. I'm sensitive to motion sickness. This is why I don't play video games, really. It's not because I don't like video games, but hey, it's a hereditary thing, you know what I mean? It's kind of passed down through bloodline. My mom has it, and my brother makes fun of me for it. But anyway, sensitive to motion sickness, so yeah, that's my kryptonite. Oh, another really cool thing is that they showed no kryptonite in the movie. Just him being on the ship hurt him. I thought that was great. I thought that was fantastic. But anyway, the other thing, and they had these weird, these 3-shot zooms, where, you see, Jor-el, on the dragon thing, and it's from far away, and then it's, halfway there, and then it's all the way there. It's what? It's I thought that was weak. I was like, what the hell? It's like a little kid playing with a camera. I didn't like that. That bothered me. So some of the directing, some of that stuff. But when it got to the real shit of the movie, it was cool. It was just up to that. I felt like the director was just, I don't know, kind of fucking around. I didn't really like it. Overall, I gotta say, this was kind of I keep forgetting Ralph Garman. I think Ralph Garman is his name. The Fat Man on Batman podcast, which is fantastic as well. He made the point, with Kevin Smith and everything, that there was no joy in the movie. I call it charm. I already felt that way. I just felt like the movie wasn't charming. In the sense, not that Superman wasn't charming. I thought Henry Cavill and the way they wrote Superman, he was charming, but it just was there could have been a little bit more humor or more joyfulness in the movie. Lois Lane could have been a little, I don't know, peppier or something. She could have still been smart, or Perry White, he could have been funny. That would have been an opportunity. We had no Jimmy Olsen. I kind of miss Jimmy Olsen, but you know what I mean. That could have been an opportunity, but he wasn't in the movie, so I'm not going to cry about that. But, I just thought the movie could have been more charming. And some people will know what I'm talking about, other people won't. It's just kind of a lack of charm in the movie. Not so much. It was a darker movie. I knew that going in. I just felt for Superman, it could have been a little bit more of a charming movie. Number 3 thing that really pissed me, I actually was really frustrated with the whole thing. John Kent telling Clark not to use his powers to save him. That, I thought, sucked. That was weak. I preferred the heart attack in the original Superman movie way more. So that really bummed me out. I thought that was just a whole lame thing. And I don't know, the pig-faced young Clark Kent, just him being all whiny about it and stuff, that kind of sucked. That whole scene when he was really young, though, in the classroom, and seeing all the classmates' skeletons and muscle tissue and all that, and him running into the closet, and the whole thing with the mom telling him to listen to the sound of my voice, that was sick. I love that. I'm listing my top 5 and my top 5 dislikes, but like I said, 4.5 out of 5. I like the movie. Now, number 4. Kind of already mentioned it, but Lois. I thought Lois was weak. I felt like the relationship between Lois and Superman was weak. I felt like that kiss was bullshit. Like I didn't feel it. Like you know, like there's times you can see people kiss, like you see an old couple kiss or something, like, oh, you know, that's sweet. Those people really care about each other. I saw these people kiss, and I got nothing. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, these people don't really give a shit about each other. They just went through some shit together and just kissed. You know, so that I didn't like. And then the last thing was, I wish they could have done something, and Ralph Garman mentioned this in the podcast, that there could have been more respect for human life in Metropolis, you know what I mean? Or at the, or you know, that in Smallville and stuff. It's like, you know, thousands and thousands of people like died in this movie. We just didn't see it on screen. But like those buildings toppling over and all that shit. I mean, you know, it's a very 9/11 looking kind of thing too, by the way. But anyway, it just, I felt like there was like no respect for human life until we get to the very end where, you know, Zod's trying to I-beam this family to death, and you know, so that was it. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm super late with this video. I will most likely have an action figure review up tomorrow thanks to JRA Nightmare. I hope you guys like my little review video. If you want to hear some really cool Man of Steel talk, click the link in the description below, and I hope you guys like this video. I will catch you later.